All right, guys. I hope you can hear me now. Is it working now? I hope so. All right. All right. Okay, good. Thank you. You can hear me? Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what was going on there. It's a disaster. Okay. So sorry about that. Let's get to it. Let's wait for a few more people to come in because it's been all over the place. If you guys are excited, just remember to smash that like button. How does the audio sound, guys? I actually switched to a different area in my home because I know that the audio was actually very echoey in the last place. So I actually switched up my studio space. I don't know if you guys can see it. I added some soundproofing and stuff. So let me know what you guys think. How's the mic sounding? And remember to like the video. All right, guys. So basically today what we're going to do is we're going to answer literally going to be Ask Me Anything. And then also towards, somewhere in the middle to the end, I'm actually going to start giving away the 2 one-on-one mentorship calls that I have. One of the people that's going to be selected is going to be from the last video. And then also one person will be selected from this live stream, someone who is, just asking good questions, participating, and, helping out people and stuff like that. So if you guys, whenever you guys are ready, drop me some questions and I'm going to start answering them. And we'll wait for a few more people to come by too. Remember to hit the like button as well, guys. Helps the channel out, helps the video and the stream out, and shows me that you guys are down for me to do more of this stuff. You guys can still hear me, right? One second. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments for some reason, so I'm going to open up a tab here of myself so I can read the comments. So give me a second, guys. YouTube's been going crazy right now. So it's not letting. I don't understand what's happening. I'm not getting any. I can't see any questions. So guys, if you want to ask me questions, go to the Facebook page, and I'll start answering questions from the Facebook page because for some reason my chat bar isn't working. I can't see what you guys are writing. So if you can head over to Facebook and then go to it's called Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers. Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers. Join the Facebook group. I'll add you to the group, and then also start asking questions in there because I can't see anything. So I'm gonna prove you guys. Oh, I don't know what's been going on right now. Remember to like the stream also. Okay, I'm in the group now. You guys can start asking questions, but I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what's been going on, guys. Okay, perfect. So I got the first question here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, no comments. Okay, so someone's messaging me here telling me that there's no comments or anything. Yeah, YouTube is having issues, guys. We might have to reschedule the live stream because I don't know what's going on right now. And I feel bad because I can't answer the questions. But YouTube's having some issues. Okay, guys, I know you can hear me and you can't type. Okay, I know you can hear me, but you can't type. So join the Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers group and start asking me some questions there. I'll start answering them, and we'll see what we can do there. Yeah. Yeah. How do you get to the first page on Amazon in 2018-19? Okay, so there we go. First question. Thank you. So let's talk about how to get to the first page, all right? I have many videos going over this stuff and this topic, but I'll go into more depth in it right now. And I'll tell you guys that there's a few things that you need to do that you didn't need to do in the past, right? So nowadays, Amazon is about a bunch of doing things synergetically, okay? There's no one individual thing that's going to help you launch a product or that's going to help you, rank and get to the first page. It's not like that. It's not like that anymore. Now you have to add many different things together. You got to do a bunch of different things. And what I personally do to launch my products is mainly, so you got to do some full price sales. I do full price sales from friends and family. And then also I get them done from Rebate Key. So Rebate Key is just a full price thing. You set up your product there, and as soon as people want to buy the product, they get they buy it, and then after 30 days they get a rebate back for the full price of that amount of the product. The reason you want to do full price sales is because discounted sales don't work as well anymore. And it's much better for Amazon's sake to see a full price sale. It looks much more real to them rather than seeing a discount. When they see a discount, they automatically know that you're incentivizing something, you're trying to launch something. It's not, it doesn't have the same effect as a full price sale. And that's what I've been noticing. So that's why you want to use full price sales in your product launching when you're first starting off. On top of that, you want to do the Amazon giveaways. Now, a lot of people have not been talking about Amazon giveaways. Amazon giveaways is a really good strategy to be able to get more discounted sales, get more sales out there. Now, you're not getting the way Amazon discounts work is that if your product isn't good and people don't want your product, it's not going to help. No one's going to actually buy your product if your product is bad. All right. But if your product has some demand and if people are looking to buy this product, Amazon giveaways can do a really big thing for you. So first of all, Amazon giveaways only allows a 40% discount code. And when you're doing that, when you're doing a 40% discount code on most products, you'll still be making a profit, or at least you'll be breaking even. So it's not like a deep discount giveaway where you're going to be losing money on every sale. In this case, you're actually probably breaking even. So that's why Amazon giveaways are so powerful. One, because you're not actually losing the money, and two, because you're getting more sales velocity, right? And what I mean by sales velocity is in Amazon, you want to actually, overpower their algorithm and actually supercharge your sales. So you want to get as many sales as you can in a fairly short amount of time to show Amazon that your product is actually desired, that your product is actually good. And the way you do that is from having multiple sources where you're getting sales from. So the full price sales, the Amazon giveaways. Then you also want to be doing the deep discount sales. Now, I know in the past I've talked, some crap about the deep discount sales, but in conjunction, I've noticed that they work pretty well in conjunction with everything else. It does just add a separate layer, another layer of sales and sales velocity to your Amazon listing. Okay. On top of that, after that, you also want to be doing and running heavy PPC while optimizing it. If you do all four of those together, that is the most optimal way to actually launch and rank your product in 2018-19, as far as I know right now. Okay. So Amazon's always changing. Amazon is a thing that, is never stable. They're always trying to test new things, and they're always trying to play with their algorithms and stuff to get, the Amazon also optimizes their own platform. And all we can do is try to keep up with it. So that's basically how you do that, in my opinion. So let's see here. This is from the homepage. So I'm still seeing a lot of people can't see this this actual live stream. Yeah, I can see the links here. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I'm not getting too many questions here either. I think what we're gonna do. Okay, so I got another one. Where do we do full price? Rebate Key. You want to do full price sales on Rebate Key, guys. If you want to ask me questions, come over to the Facebook group and drop some questions in here because it's going to. Otherwise, I won't really be able to see what you guys are asking. So join the Facebook group at Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers, and we'll actually get the questions answered there. All right, I'll chill out with you guys for another maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll just actually reschedule the live stream because this didn't go very well. YouTube is having some problems, so a lot of people aren't able to actually see the stream. Okay, let's see here. Can you please explain dummy listings and how to do it properly, as well as how long. So dummy listings are actually just kind of like a skeleton listing that you want to have on your product. Before you're launching, you need to make sure that actually you're allowed to sell your product on Amazon. The thing with it is that the way Amazon works is it's a lot of, you're kind of guilty until proven innocent with Amazon. So the last thing you want to do is actually, oh, hey, can you guys see? Can you guys type now? Oh, it's working. The typing box is working now. Holy. Okay. I think you guys can start writing questions in here. Please explain people to get. Okay. So sorry, I was explaining the dummy listing. So basically what you're doing there is you're just setting up a listing to be able to see if the product that you're going to sell is actually allowed to be sold on Amazon. You put a title that is, genuine title. You put a product features that are genuine. You put a, back-end keywords and everything that are genuine and that have to do with your product. And then after that, hey guys, okay, everyone's getting here. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, finally it's working. So after that, you're trying to do that because you want to see if you're allowed to sell it. If you're not allowed to sell that product, Amazon will take your listing down. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to set up a dummy listing, something that is, has no inventory, is not really there for any purpose, and just to see if Amazon lets you continue selling it. That is the reason for a dummy listing. Pretty much the only reason. And you definitely want to set up a dummy listing before you actually go out and invest in a product, because you never know. Some products are just so random and you would never have thought that they were banned or restricted or, patented or anything. And it's good to have that dummy listing to know that you are now safe and that it's not something that, is going to get inventory and then instantly taken down off Amazon. That's the worst thing you can do, is invest into inventory and then Amazon just take it down instantly. All right. So that's the reason for a dummy listing. All right, guys, I'm very glad that this is working again. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on. Okay, so another question I have here is, what do you think about launching with a discounted price? For example, I list my product for $36, but put it on sale for $25. Yeah, for sure, do that. That's a great idea, especially when you're trying to launch and rank your product. It's something that you want to be doing. You want to start lower and then actually increase your price as you go. How to offer free same-day and one-day shipping? You're not able to offer that. That's something that just happens with your product. So whenever a customer pays over $25, if you're primed, you're going to actually be able to get free or one-day shipping. So that's kind of on Amazon's end. How is PageOneify? Should I do it? So I personally think that PageOneify is one of the softwares that is now like something that you probably should be doing, because I personally believe that deep discount giveaways, while they still don't work like they used to, and I don't think they ever will work like they used to, so it's time to move on past that, right? There are only a few deep discounted giveaway softwares and programs that exist. Okay. And the one that I know that probably the most famous one is Viral Launch's, Viral Launch. I personally am not a fan of Viral Launch. I don't like them. I don't like what happened to my listing when I used Viral Launch, because I personally used Viral Launch, and after that, I just kept getting hijackers for like weeks, because people who were getting my product on discount ended up actually just listing it back onto my listing and trying to get sales from it. So that's an issue, and that's why I don't recommend Viral Launch. As for everything else, I don't know many other softwares that do it, and especially over a prolonged period of time. So it's like 7 to 8 days, which is why PageOneify is something that's interesting to me. Should I prioritize artwork and custom packaging as a form of differentiation? It's definitely is a form of differentiation. It definitely is something that you can capitalize on, but to only rely on that is a bad idea. You're not going to outmarket the whole niche. Right? You could, it's possible, but I don't think it's something that solely that you want to rely on. Is there a minimum amount of monthly sales you look for in potential product? I'm trying to determine if there is enough demand for my product. Yeah. So my opinion on that whole situation is that what you want to be doing when you're picking out a product is you do not want to be the person looking for home run products. You don't want to be the person looking for, $50,000 per month products, because in reality, everyone is looking for those. And in reality, there's a lot of bad things and negative things that come from a product like that. For example, you are way more likely to get hijackers, way more likely to get attacked black hat wise on Amazon, which is something that is also possible. So when I'm looking for a product, I look for something that's gonna, bring me back, between, probably around if I can, my sweet spot's around $4,000 to $5,000 in profit per month. So, just look at, if you're doing a 40%, 40% profit margin, then just do the math on that. And that's basically what you should be looking for to make. So that's my opinion in what I like to look for in a product. I accidentally opened a professional account, but for now, my credit card doesn't have limit. Amazon disabled 39 is gonna problem. I don't know. I don't understand what that means. I'm listing a product now and I'm making a shipping plan. What will happen next? When Amazon will publish my product, how would I know that Amazon received the shipment? So Amazon will actually email you once they receive the shipment. You actually get an email telling you that they have received it. Then you also get an email saying that they're actually, stocking up your inventory. And also you should be getting a tracking number from your supplier. So your supplier's tracking number would actually tell you where this product actually is, during shipping. So you never should be confused about where your inventory is. I've been tracking a product. It has been good, but today did tremendous jump in BSR. Is that normal? Jump as in like it goes up. If it went up in BSR, so like the number got bigger, that's not a good thing. That's actually a really bad thing. So you need to watch out and be careful about products that do that. They shouldn't be jumping around at all. What was your first big goal in your Amazon career? And did you follow up on it? What was my first big goal? My first goal when I was first starting Amazon was to make like a couple $1,000s a month. If I could make that, I was happy. So my goal wasn't big at all, but I did overshoot it like a lot. So that was very nice. Would you recommend listing products in one common niche under a specific brand name, under my seller account that has more broad brand name? I'm looking at potentially selling my niche brand down the road. Would buyers be expecting to take over my entire seller's account or only a certain sub brand? No, they'll take over your entire seller's account. They want to, you sell the seller's account, not the brand. How long do you keep a dummy listing up? Oh, sorry, I forgot to actually answer that. Thank you. So you want to actually keep a dummy listing up for probably around a week. And the only reason for that is because Amazon's algorithm isn't instantaneous. It doesn't know and it doesn't see, stuff right away. It takes time. It's like, crawlers on the internet. So it kind of crawls your listing. And if it picks up any keywords or anything that it doesn't like or that it deems is restricted, then it's going to take your listing down. And that's something you want to look for. What do you think about buying 5 to 10 different products, creating the listings and selling 15 to 20 samples? I think that, Rafael, I've heard of the person who told you to do that. And I think that is one of the stupidest things by far that I've ever heard anybody say. That is legitimately like it's mind-blowing to me that someone will tell you to spend 15, 20, to get 15, 20 products into Amazon on like 15, 20 different, 15, 20 different products into Amazon and then have 15, 20 inventory in each of them just to test out the process. I think that is incredibly stupid. So please do not do that. If anything you're doing in life, you have to commit to it. You have to, actually go for it, because doing something half-assed like that is only going to bring you half-assed results, and it's going to cost you a lot of money too. And it's just a very, very dumb thing to do. So please don't do that. Is there any alternative to Rebate Key? I actually haven't heard of any alternative to Rebate Key. As far as I know, Rebate Key is kind of the only one that has really got that down, got that whole rebate thing down. It's actually quite a difficult process to do. I've used it in the past, and it's very easy as a consumer, but as a company, I can see where the difficulties would be there. So I haven't seen anyone else pull it off. Have you ever tried wholesale model? If so, what are your take on that? Are you all into private labeling? No, I'm actually all into private labeling at the moment because I just think that's the way to go. Do you have a course? How much is it? I actually don't have a course. I just have a mentorship program. When will you have a course out? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Maya. What's the average cost of custom inserts from your experience? I don't remember exactly how much it is, but it's not very, very, it shouldn't be very high. If you're getting charged like $1 for custom inserts, it's a problem. So it shouldn't be very high, just 5, 10, 15 cents. Depending on the colors and stuff. I just got a sample 2 days ago. Do you recommend going ahead and place the full order? Don't think I'll make it to Amazon before deadline, before December 1st. If the product is good, if the margins are good, if the sales and demand is good, if it's not seasonal, then absolutely go for it. What picture should I use for my dummy listing since I haven't ordered my inventory? Just grab any pictures off the internet. It doesn't really matter. The pictures is not something they're going to crawl. They're going to crawl the actual keywords in the listing. JumpSend is a great, it is also a great tool to use. It's not really going to make a huge difference, but you're going to get a few sales from it. But when getting reviews from FB groups, how long should I wait for them to review after the product arrives? So this is a good question. A lot of people have, a lot of people are scared of the whole review thing. And I think obviously there is a reason to be scared. Amazon is very, very strict with it now. But one thing I did notice is that if you wait between, I would say maybe, 10 and 14 days, 10 to 14 days, somewhere around that time. And then you also don't get them all to leave a review on the same day, then you will be fine. So basically what you want to do is get the reviews and then 10 to 14 days later, start to trickle them in maybe one every other day. So that's my advice. How can you do product research without subscribing to Jungle Scout or others? It's very difficult to do product research without having Jungle Scout. But luckily for you guys, in the link in the description here, I have a $20 off for Jungle Scout. So if you guys are looking to start doing product research or start on Amazon, I have a $20 discount for you guys. So go out and click that and use that link, and you'll get that discount. How many products do you have now? I have 6 products right now, Tomer. On average, how much do you make on Amazon FBA profit a month? I want to know how much I can make, please. So it depends, right? Every month is different, first of all. Then it also depends on, my results are not necessarily something that you're going to get, or something that, you might get a lot more, might get a lot less. But on average, it's probably around in profit, 15 to 20,000 in profit per month. What is a good way to negotiate price with suppliers on Alibaba? So there's a few good ways. So I like this question. There's actually a few good ways to do this. What you want to be doing is, so the first thing and foremost, I think the best thing is to be contacting between 5 and 10 manufacturers for each product. If you're contacting 5 to 10 manufacturers, that means that you're getting a wide range of different possibilities for the price. So right away, that's a very good way to know who's trying to, scam you or kind of get you to pay more money than it's really worth. And then so right away you can, kind of neglect a lot of the suppliers. Then another thing you want to do is go to 1688.com, 1688.com. And it's actually the Chinese version of Alibaba. And I have videos on this on my channel, but basically you go to the Chinese version of Alibaba and you actually search up the product there and see what the Chinese manufacturers are charging the Chinese locals, because the locals aren't going to overpay for stuff. They know exactly how much it costs. So, if you're able to go to the 1688 and see what the locals are actually being charged for it, you'll know if you're getting ripped off or not. So that's the best way, in my opinion, to see the real prices. Crypto Tempt, about the mentorship program, just message me on Facebook. I don't like to turn this into some sort of, I don't want to sell you guys on stuff here. This is basically just to, help you guys out. I just want to chill and talk here. So if you guys want to talk about that, just message me on Facebook. I'll be happy to talk to you guys there. Favorite ways to differentiate. My favorite way to differentiate is read product reviews and improve on the product that way. Whatever people are telling you, they're going to tell you them in the product reviews. And that's where you want to go to actually, to fix the problem. The people are telling you already what the problem is. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. There's a ton of people in here. I only have 15 likes, guys. I know you guys liked the last stream, but that stream is gone. So it's like this one. And sorry about what happened earlier, guys. When starting on a budget, can you use PageOneify with 95% off coupons for the launch? Yeah, so that's pretty much what you want to be doing, is doing 95% off coupons. 100K profit a month. Can I do it in a year to a year and a half? I mean, yeah, there's everything is a possibility. Will that be difficult? Yes. Is that possible? Sure. I mean, for sure. It depends how seriously you're taking it. Depends how, successful your products become. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible to make 100K profit from one product. But anyways, I mean, yeah, of course, everything's possible. Hey, what's up, Alan? How's it going? Would you recommend shipping your product to your home first to double check and then ship it to Amazon? So my take on shipping it to your home. I actually get a lot of people asking me this question. I don't know why, because I'm presuming a lot of you guys probably have jobs or like probably have commitments that you're doing. So one thing I don't understand is when people ask like, should I kind of ship it to my house first? And while I understand that like you want to make sure that everything is good and everything is right and everything is like, you want to make sure with yourself. One thing you have to realize is that once you're growing a business, you really have to let go of certain things and certain aspects of control that you need to let go, because the last thing we're trying to do here, right, with Amazon is we're trying to last thing we're trying to do is give you an extra part-time job. Because I'm sure that you guys have things that you need to do and have stuff, and commitments that you have. So you don't want to be setting yourself up for another part-time job. So that's why I say, don't ship it to your house. Trust in the process. Trust in your manufacturer and your suppliers. And if you're really, really sketched out, then just get an inspection. It costs like between $100 and $300 to get that done. Hey, what's up, Michael? What's up? After a week of giveaways, if done correctly, rankings are immediate. Yeah, so you should be ranking about. So if you have reviews, if you have your reviews in, if you have everything done correctly, and then you launch after that. Within 1 week, you should be ranked. One week to 2 weeks. Thank you so much for everything, man. I'm actually very grateful to you. I'm going to meet you one day. Awesome, man. I'm down for it. I'm actually thinking about setting up some sort of meet and greet. I don't know how many of you guys are from Toronto, because that's where I'm from. But I really would want to set something up and maybe meet a couple of you guys. I don't know how many people would actually come, but I know a couple that would. So I think it would be really cool. Let me know what you guys think, and who would actually be willing to come to Toronto if you guys aren't from here. Who's from Toronto? Okay, leave me some ones. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are actually from Toronto. And you would come. Put 1 if you guys would actually come, okay? Let's see, I'm coming. Okay, so there's a few. Dude, I'm from Israel. I would come, but you are more than welcome to come to Tel Aviv. Yeah, I'll be there eventually. Okay, but like, I know you guys are saying you would come, but like, would you actually come if I set this up? Like, I don't know. And I don't know how many people will come. Okay, so let me continue answering. While you guys are doing that, let me continue answering stuff. How to acquire 2 or more. Okay, so Wretched asked me, how can you acquire 2 or more sellers account? So what you need to do with opening every single seller account is to actually provide some sort of proof to Amazon that you need to open it up, that you want to open up, because you're either opening up a new brand that is unrelated. You also need to have a certain amount of money and certain threshold of every month that you're making. In terms of gross revenue. There's some thresholds, and there's just a bunch of other questions that Amazon wants to know before it approves you to open up a second seller account. Not everyone can get it. You need to follow certain guidelines, and also you need to seek approval from Amazon before you do it. So there's a whole process to it. It's kind of like a form you have to fill out. Okay, can you use different logo names for each different product? In other words, a different name on your product than your storefront? Yes, James, absolutely. You should be using, every time you coming out with a new brand or new, different product that is unrelated, you want to have a new brand, and that is completely different from your seller storefront name. So it doesn't matter about that. What's the best external sources to traffic from Amazon for sales? I mean, that question was a little interesting, but I think I understand what you mean. What's the best place to gain external traffic to get sales on Amazon? So it depends, right? There's two different parties. There's the paid side, where it's you're paying for traffic, but then there's also the free side, right? If you guys can go through the free way, you're looking to maybe grow an Instagram page, grow a Facebook page, grow an audience some way, in terms like a very niche targeted audience some way, where you can funnel the traffic to your Amazon listing. Otherwise, if you're just talking about, the quick way and to get the, quick results from actually paid advertisement, you want to be looking through, obviously, the Facebook, and a huge one that people talk about but don't really execute properly on is on Instagram influencers, right? If your product is something that can be advertised in a video or something that can and by what I mean by that is that like when you watch the video, like, oh wow, that's cool, right? If you're selling a screw, then it doesn't really matter. Like no one really cares about a screw. But if you're selling something that can be, advertised and is just like kind of interesting, the best way probably and the cheapest way right now is to find influencers in those markets and, you know, offer them either a percentage, offer them some money upfront for a post and for a shout out. So that's basically the best way, I think, to get external traffic to your Amazon page. Starting capital, question mark. What does that mean? I'm kidding. So starting capital, probably you're going to need to have between 2,500, you know, I'd say 2,500 minimum to start off. Can you do a video that works one through selling on Amazon FBA from beginning to end? Hey, Mebo. Lucky for you, I already have a ton of videos on that. So go on the channel, check out. I have some videos about, you know, Amazon FBA for beginners, starting from scratch, step by step. From there, watch those videos. What do you think about selling spices on Amazon? What kind of spices? What kind of spices we talk about? I don't know. I don't know about selling spices, to be honest, but anything ingestible is something a little bit sketchy. Do I need an export number if I'm getting shipping in DDP terms? No, you don't deal with anything. DDP, you don't deal with anything. They do everything. Excuse me. Can you do a video sometime on how to determine when you need to restock and how you manage that with multiple products? So Jay, I'm pretty sure at this point I've made that video. I have so many videos on my channel, like 140 something, almost 150 videos on my channel. I will maybe look into making more updated ones and making, you know, stuff like that. But as for right now, you can probably find most of the things you need to know on my channel already. So if you guys ever want to see that, just head over to the channel. If you guys are ever wondering, oh, did you need to make a video on this? The answer is probably yes. So just go on the channel and check it out, right, guys? Have you ever used Pengiba? I don't know what that is, actually. I'm from Toronto. How do I do taxes if I sell in the USA? Okay, so guys, let me tell you this. One thing I don't talk about on the channel is taxes because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an accountant, okay? I don't deal with that stuff. That is not something I actually personally give advice to. I have an accountant myself. She does everything for me. She does her thing, and she just tells me how much to pay, okay? So in terms of taxes, though, from what I understand is when you're actually selling on the US market as an international seller, you are not collecting sales tax, so you don't have to pay sales tax. Amazon holds the sales tax from you, but if you are a US citizen, you are responsible for collecting the sales tax and paying off the sales tax. All right, so that's from what I understand. Again, this is not tax advice. Where's that Jungle Scout merch? Oh, GG, I know. You know what? I'll set a reminder right now. What the hell? Remind me to get Jungle Scout merch. Okay, perfect. Tomer, I answered that. After a week, yes, it's more than enough after a week to get your rankings immediately. How do you sell in the US, then in the UK market, and is this difficult to do this? No, it's not difficult. It's just, you just send the inventory to the warehouses in whichever country. How do you acquire more than 2 sellers account? Because I have opened 2 accounts by different email. Yes, it is going to be a problem, Raman. You can't do that. That's technically very severely against terms of service. So be very careful. Mebo, message me on Facebook. We can talk all about the mentorship there. Again, like I said, I want this to be value for you guys. I want to help you guys here rather than selling anything to you guys. So Facebook, all right? I'll be happy to talk to you there. How do you get sellers' emails? Sellers' emails or customer emails? Customer emails you actually cannot do. My supplier's only offering DDU. What does this mean? And should I find a freight forwarder? You could find a freight forwarder, yes. Depends, are you shipping by air or by sea? If you're shipping by sea, then yes, you could definitely do that. Hi, Grateful. Oh, great stuff. How do you rank search phrases for your products to be on page 1? So you go on Jungle Scout, the web app, link in the description, $20 off. Actually allows you to search up the biggest keywords for certain words, okay? From there, you put those words into your listing and you start making sales, you start ranking for those. Simple as that. Okay, let's see. Have you noticed your sales have increased in this beginning of the Q4? Actually, I haven't yet seen my sales increase too much. I do know that for my niches, usually it's like around what, December-ish is where I really start to see a spike in some sales. So for me, it's really around the month of December. And even in January, I get some rollover as well. When you initially set up seller account, what documents did Amazon require of you? I've heard numerous answers, blank statements, actual credit card, utility. Yeah, they ask you some stuff. I don't remember. I haven't opened a seller account in quite a while. But they do have a pretty strenuous process because they do need to know that you're a real person. So do you recommend any freight forwarders? I tried contacting. Okay. In terms of freight forwarders, guys, I really think that you should be messaging a bunch of them and seeing which one gives you the best price. All right, guys. Also, another thing, if you guys are in here and you're enjoying this live stream, if you're enjoying me sitting here and talking and chilling with you guys, remember to smash that like button. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, because we have lots of awesome content coming in the future. I know I've been kind of loafing on some content recently, haven't been posting so often. There is a reason for that. Do not worry. I will get back to posting very often soon. But remember to like the stream if you guys are enjoying it, because it does show me that you guys like to see this. You guys want to see me do this more, and I'm grateful for that. Have you ever watched Jungle Scout $1 Million Case Study? How those step-by-step process they've explained? Yeah, I've watched a little bit of them when I was first starting off, but not recently. Yeah, I've already explained what a dummy listing is. So after this video, you can after this live stream, you can actually go back and check it out, because I'll probably post this up as a video later, so you can check that out. Okay. How do you put the limited time deal below your price? You can't do that. It actually is a limited time deal that you do through Amazon. Merchant Words is no longer good. I don't use Merchant Words. I use Keyword Scout, which is included in your Jungle Scout membership. So it's already included in there. Link in the description. Check it out. Where is the Pellegrino? Yeah, it's true. I forgot the Pellegrino. I have my water here in my Canadian Brita like bottle. So that's all I got. Partying too much? Who's partying too much? Stefan. Who parties, man? I don't party at all. I don't drink. I don't party. Is it too late to send shipment to Amazon during Q4? I'm thinking to send it early January. Yeah, send it as soon as you can. We are very grateful for you. Thank you, Parani. Remember to smash the like button. Yeah, there you go. What is ACOS and auto PPC showing an increase day by day, but my ACOS is lower than that? ACOS is the average cost of sale. So you don't want to have a high ACOS. The higher your ACOS, the worse. Okay. If your ACOS is higher than your profit margin, you're losing money on every sale. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So having a high ACOS is very bad. So how do you set it up? I don't know. How do I set what up? How long after putting out a product do you release a new one? Okay. So yeah, Tomer, you noticed I did change my room. I changed my room. This is actually a completely different area in the house because, there was a really bad echo in the last area. So if you guys, can you guys like tell me how the mic sounds? Does the mic sound better here? Is there less echo? I want to know because I'm still getting more soundproofing stuff. See, I got soundproofing and stuff. So let me know how it sounds here. Let me know. Comment. In a niche where there are no bundles, is a 2-pack enough for differentiation? And if so, what is the ratio? Okay, so let me talk to you guys a little bit about differentiations, right? You don't want to be the person coming out with a differentiation just for the sake of a differentiation. Differentiations need to add value. Just because, I put let's say I take this bottle and I bundle it with like this sticky tape. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. I guess you get extra stuff, but it's like, it doesn't make sense. It's not something that adds value. So it's not something that you need to, you should be doing. So adding a 2-pack of something, if nobody is asking for it, if no one is caring for it, it's maybe not the best thing to do. You always have to see what the customers are saying. That's why you read all the reviews. And in the reviews, they'll tell you, hey, like I bought 2 of these because, one wasn't enough, or I wish, there was more of them, or, blah, 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 whatever, right? And that way, if you should add 2 or not. How did you like the book Unscripted? Oh, you're looking over here. You guys looking over there? Yeah, Unscripted is a really good book. I really like it. It's definitely an eye opener, and it's something I really enjoy. I think that everyone should be reading books. If you guys aren't reading books, it's a problem. I also have this thing right here, you know, you guys can see all this stuff now. But yeah, you should be reading books, that's for sure. You didn't notice the room? Okay, so the mic sounds good. All right, good. Definitely less echo. Is there still some echo? Because I'm working on it, but I mean there still might be some echo. Do I recommend viral launch? Okay, so Gijo was right, man. I just need to come in here with a Jungle Scout thing. But yeah, no, I don't recommend viral launch at all. I have many videos actually talking about why I don't recommend viral launch. But in reality, what you want to be using for almost anything is Jungle Scout. Jungle Scout is a lot better in almost every single way. So that's my opinion on it. My listing's in the USA, but I can't buy from Canada. My FBA export is on. The same item wants other sellers sell internationally. I can't call Amazon 5 times. They didn't get back to me. Please help. I have no idea how to help you there, man. Sometimes stuff like that happens. You're just going to have to get contact with Amazon, and eventually, you know, maybe they'll get back to you and figure it out. Sometimes it takes a while to get stuff done with Amazon. Are your products exclusive to Amazon or do you utilize other platforms? So that's a great question, Shabooty Boo. Actually, just recently, maybe about a couple days ago, I actually set up a Shopify store for my product, and we'll see how it works. A couple of my products are now on the Shopify store, and I'm launching Facebook ads and stuff like that onto the actual onto Facebook, and we'll see how it goes. You know, I've been testing some ads and stuff like that, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, I'm playing around with having my own store and having my own traffic rather than just relying on Amazon. So that is what else I'm trying to do right now. Nice. Oralex. What's Oralex? Soundproofing stuff. Oralex is soundproofing stuff. Sounds good. Okay. How's Amazon versus Jungle Scout? Jungle Scout. AMZ? No. Okay. Always Jungle Scout, guys. The answer, if it's something versus Jungle Scout, is always Jungle Scout. You try launching with Facebook landing page. I haven't tried that just yet. I have some seller friends that have tried it, and they did say that it works pretty well. Also, you're able to collect emails from it, so you can definitely try it that way. That's definitely something you want to look into. But again, I think that's something a little bit more advanced for most people. It's a little too advanced, especially when you're just starting off Amazon. You don't want to be really, messing around with too many things. Stick to the basics. Stick to the formula. Amazon is a formula. Step by step, you can get yourself, from beginning to end, rather than playing around with stuff that maybe is a little bit out of your knowledge base as of right now. But definitely something for the future. How long after a product did you release a new one? The first product, it was a little while. I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago. But basically, as soon as you're comfortable with the product, as soon as your product's getting reviews naturally, as soon as it's bringing in a stable amount of money, and you have some money coming in, and you can reinvest it back in the business, that's when you want to start reinvesting. So always reinvest as soon as you can, bring that money in, and put it back into your business. Remember, I didn't do that at first because I was dumb. So that's not something you want to do. Definitely reinvest as much as you can back into your business, releasing new products, investing in other things and in other endeavors. So that's definitely something that you should be doing. Do I have a video on creating a listing? You bet I do. You bet I do. It's on the channel. I have 6 right now. I have 6 products right now. Link in the description. I have a $20 discount to Jungle Scout, and it's also I think it's $97. Or no, it's with my discount. It's $77 for the Chrome extension, and then it's $39 or $39 for the web app. Link in the description. You get $77 on the Chrome extension. Do you need to keep updating your keyword listing whilst waiting for production and after it has launched? No, so you don't have to. Once you do it once, you don't really have to play around with it again. But I do recommend every 2 to 3 months coming back in there, doing the same keyword research and seeing what new keywords have come, what new search volumes, where the demand is, what keywords are people searching up to see the product. So once, every 3 months, you want to come back in there and re-optimize your listing for the new demands that have changed. Because, you know, everything is an ever-changing thing. Everything's always changing, and you never want to neglect the product, because if you put out a product that does well and you just neglect it, that's going to actually end up being very bad for you. Someone's going to come in there, someone's going to be hungrier, someone's who's going to be more motivated, and someone's going to come in there and actually take care of their listing is going to, you know, take over. So never rest on your laurels in business. How long I have after my product launch to do a giveaway? As long as you need to. Obviously, the sooner the better, but as long as you need to. Some have mentioned how Amazon has some type of 30-day window for new sellers to generate sales and basically prove your validity. Will Amazon ever remove a listing based on sales alone? Okay, so I've never heard of this 30-day window for new sellers to generate you know, sales, but Amazon will never ever take a listing down because of low sales. So never worry about that. Even if you're not making sales, your listing will be up. Okay, the thing you have to worry about if you're not making sales is the long-term storage fees. So that's the real issue. But they will never ever take your listing down. Guys, if you're in here, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're liking this, chill. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me, and it shows me that you guys are interested in this stuff. You guys want to see more of this, all right? So show me that you guys want to see that. Do you feel like Canada Amazon go up? Should I get on it now when it's easier? Your opinion? Yeah, Amazon Canada is definitely going up. Every Amazon marketplace is going up now. Should you jump on it? Sure, you could. You can definitely build out many brands on Amazon Canada. It would be a very long-term play because the actual demand on Amazon Canada is a lot lower. Realistically, we have like 40 million people in Canada, while in the US there's like 350 million or 360 million or something. I don't know. So it's like a lot more people and a lot more demand, therefore a lot more opportunity. In Canada, there's just a lot less people. There's literally only people who live in like Toronto, you know, Quebec, or Quebec City and Montreal, and then also in like Vancouver. Like that's it, right? That's basically where people live in Canada. Do words in description get indexed? Great question. No, they actually don't. As far as I understand, they don't actually get indexed in the description. Would you recommend listing products in one common niche under a specific brand name under my seller account? I'm looking at potentially. I've answered this question, Rob. You want to make sure that when someone is buying your account, it's going to be for the wholesaler's account. So if you want to have a bunch of different brands in there, your whole seller account needs to be sold. Amazon gives $50 gift card for PPC. How are we gonna use it? I don't know. I've never gotten a $50 gift card for PPC. So lucky for you, but I've never got that. When you say you work a few hours a week on Amazon, what are you working on? Optimizing listings, on building out, you know, new product lines, or, you know, doing product research takes time. All the intricacies of Amazon, talking to suppliers, you know, talking to Alibaba, just takes time, right? It's basically what you're doing. It's the same thing. You just have to redo it, you know, a bunch of times for more products. Thank you, Maya. I'm glad you're enjoying this. How many keywords you put for the backend keywords? So the backend keywords actually only have a maximum capability of 250 characters. So you can't go more than 250 characters. In terms of the amount of keywords, it doesn't really matter. There's just a limit to how many characters you can put. So obviously only put the biggest, but also the most relevant. Don't put irrelevant keywords into your backend. Amazon is about to open in Israel soon. Any advice on how to be heads up about it since I live in Israel? Okay, so Jija, here's what I would recommend to you. In Israel, I know that you guys, okay, like every single person in Israel, every like Israeli person is some sort of a computer programmer or something. So what you want to do is, if you want to start selling on Amazon in Israel, I recommend getting on top of some sort of like electronics, or some sort of like something to do with like technology. Okay, something to do with technology, something that all computer programmers need, because that's where you're gonna make the money. I know that Israeli people love Amazon, they love buying stuff, but it's like focus. I would personally focus my route that way. So I don't know what you guys think, but that's basically where I would set myself up for. I have 2 reviews. When should I do PageOneify? I know that they recommend doing PageOneify once you have 2 reviews. I personally don't recommend doing any launches until you have at least 8 to 10 reviews. because it's really gonna make a big difference. It's gonna make a big difference. So that's my opinion. Did you sign up for Seller Central on .com or .ca? It doesn't matter. Once you sign on .com, you get .ca and .mx, like the Mexico version. It's all under one seller like platform. PageOneify is deep discount giveaways, yes. What is your favorite product research method at the moment? My favorite product research method is the same one I've been using to find my first product, to find almost every single one of my products. It involves this method. I always mix it up with other ones, but at the end of the day, it always has to do with this one method. And it's called the rabbit hole method, okay? I personally came up with this method. I know that there's a lot of people out there now that the channel's getting a little bit more popular. People are seeing the channel and they're seeing the content and they're seeing this rabbit hole method. And I've seen other people calling it other stuff. And that's perfectly fine. Like I'm happy for other people to be putting out there because I want other people to see this. I want to help as many people as I can, maybe indirectly through people taking my product research methods and showing them up and kind of changing them. But that's fine. That's literally what the game is about, right? It's all about the remix strategy. So I always recommend the rabbit hole method. I know there's other names now out there. It's always been the rabbit hole method. So if you guys want to check it out, there's tons of videos on the channel where I use it. But that is my favorite by far method of product research. So definitely check those videos out. Besides Facebook group, is there other ways to get reviews if you're selling out of state? If you're selling out of state, I don't know. I would personally recommend you guys to get product reviews from your friends and family. If you can. If you can't, go to the Facebook groups. It's really the only way to do it. Another way you can do is you can go through the into the early reviewer program, $60 for 5 reviews, and you're able to get reviews pretty quickly. The only downside with that is that you are not able to control what the review rating is. So yes, you will get 5 reviews, but are they going to be high quality reviews? Are they going to be good ratings? Are they, you just really can't you can't control it that much. And one person might just get sour and just not like your product and give you a bad rating, and that could ruin your whole launching strategy and everything. So be very careful with that, because I personally realized that if you're launching a product with less than 5-star reviews, if you're launching with 4-star, it becomes progressively harder to launch your product with worse ratings. So those are the ways you do it. Does Amazon know when a review is not coming from a real buyer? I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, I guess they do. That's what they're trying to set up so that they're able to have more validity in their review system. Awesome live stream. Glad I stayed up 2 a.m. here. Thank you. Long live the rabbit hole. Yeah, JJ, I'm glad you're enjoying. That makes it all worth it for me. Like really, I honestly wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't enjoying it, if you guys weren't coming in here and typing and engaging and listening to what I'm saying. Like I personally really enjoy doing this stuff and kind of hanging out here with you guys. So I'm glad that you guys like it too. So remember to like the stream. If you guys are new, haven't liked it, like the stream for me, guys. Show me that you're enjoying it. What do you think about storefront super URL? Is it going to help to rank? I personally, Raman, I personally don't care for super URLs. Some weeks they work, some weeks they don't. I don't mess with super URLs. I'm just not a huge fan. Are you doing Amazon FBA full time after your successes, or is it just a side hustle? No, it's absolutely the only thing I do right now. I literally do Amazon FBA, and then I actually also have the YouTube channel, and that's basically where some of my income comes as well. Obviously, I have affiliates and stuff like that I do make from this channel. But for the most part, the channel is out here just to kind of grow a community, because I know that having a community, having a kind of a strong fan base is actually a very powerful thing to have. So I just decided I've always wanted to be I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. I've always wanted to do something. I just never had anything that I knew how to do that I thought people would care about. So that's why I started this. This is a long time, a long dream of mine. I was watching YouTube videos since 2007. It came out in 2006 and 2007. I was on it. I have an account from 2007 or something. So I've been watching, for a while. And I was young when it was 2007, but now I'm old enough to just be able to do it myself. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. especially woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning to attend your webinar. This isn't a webinar. This is just a chill. It's not a webinar. It's just a live stream. But I'm glad you got up here. I'm glad you joined us. Can you talk about picking a name for a seller account? Is the same name you need to use for your brand? No, not the same name. Can be totally different, and just keep it very, very general. All right, keep it broad. Would it be a bad idea to start a trend product as your very first product, or do you recommend to have one? In terms of a fad product, something that's a trend or something that's seasonal, I think a lot of people overlook actually doing this. I'm going to put out a video on how to sell seasonal products, an updated one, because a lot of people overlook that. And because so many people are overlooking that, there's huge gaps in the market that allow for people who are ready to take that risk and take that, take that leap of faith. They're going to be making a lot of money with seasonal products in the years to come because a lot of people are too scared to do it. So for sure, I think it's a great opportunity. Big sellers gain sales with lower priced products. Cost for products after landed fees, PPC, etc. is not that cheap. How are sellers making a profit after competing with big sellers? I don't quite understand your question, but let me try to address that as best I can. So you're saying that it's hard to compete with big sellers. So it's hard to compete with big sellers not only on Amazon. It's hard to compete with big sellers in real life in general. You're not going to be able to compete with, you're not going to go to the Walmart and compete with someone who's selling, you're not going to compete with Kellogg's, right? You won't be able to beat them. So the beauty about Amazon is that we're not trying to compete with those big sellers. We're trying to find our own niches where the market and the demand has not yet, stabilized. So it's like the market is still new, it's fresh, it's something that is untapped. And that's when you come in and you actually fill that void. That's one thing. Another thing you can actually do is you're able to compete with the bigger sellers if they have huge flaws in their product. If their products aren't good, if their products aren't exactly the way they should be, and you can come in there and fix those or improve on the products, then obviously, people are going to pick your product. You're adding value. You're making your product better. So that's how you compete with them, right? You can't just go into, like, let's say, aroma diffusers and expect to be able to make, some money in that market. That market is oversaturated like crazy. So that's not something you're looking to go into. But there's a lot of markets out there that aren't oversaturated. There's a lot of markets out there that still have a lot of opportunity. So that's how you compete with the big sellers. What's the difference between seller rating versus product rating? So seller rating has to do with seller feedback, so how good your metrics are. Amazon also tracks all of the sellers based on their seller metrics. Okay, and that's where the seller feedback comes in. While the product feedback is just the product ratings on individual products, right? So seller ratings affect the seller, product ratings affect individual products. So prior to launch, I get 7 reviews from friends and family. Is it not sketchy if I get 7 from the only 7 people who purchased my product? Hey, Karen, that is totally sketchy. That's so sketchy. You're definitely going to get a flag for that. So you never, ever want to just get the exact number of people to leave you a review as the amount of people who purchased. You want to dilute it. So what I like to call it's called a camouflage. You want to camouflage your product from getting flagged. The way you do that is you actually do a mini giveaway. So there are many Facebook groups out there where you can go into them and you can give away like 99% off coupon codes, people who are interested in getting it, and just kind of dilute your sales ratio. So you don't want to have like 7 people buying and 7 people leaving a review, which is why you do like maybe a 30 unit giveaway along with the seven sales, and then you can kind of camouflage the sales ratio, and that's probably the best way to go about it. Also, if you wait long enough, it's not a big deal. So 10 to 14 days before leaving a review. Have you sold your product on woot.com, the Amazon subsidy? No, I've never sold on woot.com, no. You'll tell everyone if you're from Toronto, use Chit Chat Express to ship your items. There you go. Have you got trademark and patent for any of your products? So patent, you can't patent a product that is, if it's not different enough from the generic, you can't patent it. Now, have I gone patents yet? I'm not gonna say. I'm currently in that process along with trademarks. The Do you have any recommendations on whether to use your home address, virtual office, private mailbox carrier as your business address when you're setting up a seller account? No advice there. It really depends on you and how you're setting, like how depends on each person individually. Do you have mentors when you first started, and did that help you? Yeah, I had some mentors, not necessarily people that I saw in real life, but yeah, I had some mentors that I watched online, and some mentors that I've seen. And my biggest thing was that it wasn't really about mentors are an incredibly big thing, like a huge thing, and just a fast track method to success. But also another thing that I did have is I had a group of friends that were actually very motivated to make money and motivated to like do entrepreneurial stuff. So that's why I think that helped me a lot with my business and getting me out there and getting me to do stuff. So that's, I think, was a big reason for my first initial taking that leap and starting off. What are the best practices to drop supplier prices? I actually have videos on that. You should check it out on the channel. How do you know if a product is patented? Go to Fiverr and get a patent check. Go and get like someone to check the patent. That's the best way. I definitely recommend doing that. So after getting your trademark, please gonna make a special video about it. Yeah, for sure. What advice would you give? What advice would you have given to yourself when you were starting out Amazon FBA? So Maya, you're on it today, Maya, because sorry, you're on it today because I actually am planning a video topic on that idea. So I'm not going to go too much into that because you guys should stay tuned for a video that I'm going to have coming out maybe this week, maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll see. But stay tuned for a video because I'm going to be putting out a video answering what advice I would give myself and what I would actually have done had I started in, let's say 2019, right? Starting now. So stay tuned for that. Should be good. All right, guys, we have 63 people, 36 likes. I need some more likes in here. I need some more stuff. I need some more, some more likes. Show me you guys appreciate this. I think that, we've been doing this for an hour already. So I think if you guys have some last questions, we'll probably start wrapping this up because it's been a little while. And I know that we had some problems at the beginning, so I'm sorry about that, but we'll sort it out for next time. Definitely, we'll try to not have those problems again. I'm learning still with this live stream stuff, so yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head over to the channel, and I'm gonna start picking. I'm gonna pick one of the mentorship winners from the last video and one from this live stream. Oh, wow. Okay, I looked away for a second. You guys are just spamming here. Okay. How did it happen starting FBA? I started with some of my friends, and that's basically that's how it happened. Just went surfing online, how to make money online, and how to build a passive business for myself, and stumbled upon it. How long does it take you to find products usually? Now it's pretty quick. Before it used to be quite a while, but now it's quick. You really, it's a skill. It's a skill that you do get. Okay. So let me now go into the last. Okay, I'm going into the last video. I'm actually going to pick a winner. Okay, so Paz94, PAZ94, message me on Facebook, and we'll actually set up a call with you. In terms of a winner for this live stream, I'm going to give it to Maya S. Message me on Facebook, and we'll set up a one-on-one call with you as well. All right, guys. So maybe I'll answer one more question. Okay, let's see. What revenue per month range are each of your 6 products? It depends. They're all very different. I think my highest one is about 14,000 in revenue. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna cut this off now. Exactly. Congrats to Paz94 and Maya. Maya messaged me on Facebook. Paz, if you ever see this, message me on Facebook, and we'll do your call also. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys in the next live stream every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry about what happened this earlier today, but we'll sort that out for next time. All right, guys, see you there.